As the last new character we will get during the versions 4, Emilie decided she wanted to make an appearance. Because literally, did they forgot about her? Do you all even knew about her existence? Never mind, back to the video. In this video, I will explain all you need to know about her. How to build her, how to play with her, everything. 98% of you are not subscribed, so please, don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you like this video. Also, you are free to join my live streams on my Twitch channel and have a chance of winning free blessings. All my links are in the description, and for those who want to support me even more, you can always become a member. Without any furthers, let's now talk about Emilie's kit.
This'll brighten up the place.
Emilie is a 5-star Dendropole Arm user focused on being a DPS for your teams, turning the burning reaction into something usable now. When you use her skill, Fragrance Extraction, Emilie creates a luminous case that deals AoE Dendo damage, and the luminous case created by Emilie will fire at nearby opponents at intervals, dealing Dendro damage. And every time opponents are affected with the burning reaction, they will give something called Scent. After obtaining 2 Scents, the luminous case will upgrade, firing 1 extra shot on opponents and increasing the damage and the AoE of that attack. Only one luminous case can exist once, and if it spends more than 8 seconds without collecting any scent, it will go back from level 2 to level 1. But don't worry, because you will be able to create 1 scent every 2 seconds. So in Razer language, for those students in the back of the class, use lamp, use burning reaction to increase lamp level, and repeat the process. And for last, on her burst, Aromatic Explication, Emilie will destroy any luminous case on the field and will create a level 3 luminous case instead. While this luminous case exists on the field, it will not gather any scent from nearby enemies, but it will continuously attack opponents dealing Dendro damage. After its duration ends, a level 1 luminous case will be created. But if before using her burst you already had a case on the field, that one will return with its duration resetted. And for your information, while you are using your burst, your skill will not create a luminous case.
This'll brighten up the place.
With her exploration passive, at Space Capture, when the luminous case created by Emilie is on the field, all party members gain a 25% para res against burning damage. With her first Ascension passive, Lingering Fragrance, each time a level 2 luminous case collects 2 scents, the lamp will release a AoE attack that will deal Dendro damage equal to 600% of Emilie's attack to opponents, and this damage is not considered elemental skill damage. And on her second Ascension passive, Rarification, Emilie deals increased damage to burning opponents based on her attack, with every 1000 attack, increasing damage dealt by 15%, and the maximum damage bonus that can be gained this way is 36%, meaning that you will need a total of 2400 attack to max out this passive. Her talent priorities are the following: focus on your skill first, then her burst, and for less than normal attacks, which you can leave at level 1.
This'll brighten up the place.
Now let's talk a bit about Emilie Constellations for those that for some reason want to invest on her, even though we know basically nothing about her. On her C1, the damage dealt by her skill and her passive AoE Dendro attack is increased by 20%. Additionally, when nearby party members trigger the burning reaction on opponents or deal Dendro damage to burning opponents, they will generate an additional scent. This effect can be triggered once every 2.9 seconds. On her C2, when her skill, burst, or AoE Dendro attack produced by the passive talent hits opponent, those opponents' Dendro res is decreased by 30% for 10 seconds. Her C3 will increase the level of her skill by 3. With her C4, the duration of her burst is increased by 2 seconds, and the interval between opponents being selected as the target for certain do is decreased by 0.3 seconds. Her C5 will increase the level of her burst by 3, and for last, with her C6, when using her skill or burst, Emilie will gain the Abiding Fragrance for 5 seconds. While this effect is active, after Emilie uses a normal or charge attacks, she will generate 1 scent, and her normal and charge attack damage will be converted into Dendro damage that cannot be overridden, and the damage dealt will be increased by 300% of Emilie's attack. This effect will be removed after 4 scents are created this way, or after its duration expires, and the Abiding Fragrance can be triggered once every 12 seconds.
This'll brighten up the place.
Now it's time to talk about the best artifact sets you should farm for your Emilie. Emilie's best in slot will be the 4-piece Unvinishing Reverie, which will give you 18% attack on its 2-piece and increasing your damage by 50% if you keep triggering burning reactions. Because if no burning opponents are nearby for more than 6 seconds, you will lose 10% of that damage increase per second until it reaches 0%. Since this set works off-field, it's pretty much tailor-made for Emilie, since she also gained buffs for having the burning reaction around. If you are too lazy to go farm a super niche set like her best in slot, and you would be happier with a cheaper option, Deepwood Memories will be your best option besides their best in slot. This set will give you a 15% damage bonus on its 2-piece, and thanks to its 4-piece, you will decrease targets and res by 30% for 8 seconds after your skill or burst hits opponents. In the end, both sets will lead to damage increase, but this set will start seeing more value once we start getting more Dendro characters that wanna use burning with Emilie. And for last, you can always mix and match 2 pieces between the sets that provide attack, elemental skill damage bonus, and Dendro bonus.
This'll brighten up the place.
Now that we know the best sets, let's now talk about the best stats you need to be looking for. For the Sense, attack percent. For the Goblet, Dendro damage, but you can use attack if you are lacking some of it. And for the Circlet, you will want crits. For the substats, you should focus on ER, crits, attack, and some EM.
This'll brighten up the place.
For Emilie weapons, her best in slot will be her signature Lumidu's Elegy. This weapon will provide a good amount of crit rate on its substat, and its passive will increase your attack by 15% and your damage by 18% with a max of 2 stacks for 8 seconds when you deal damage to burning opponents or apply burning yourself. Additionally, when you reach the 2 stacks, it will also restore 12 energy, and all of these effects can be triggered off build. Other 5-star polearms like Calamity, Coma, or Engulfing Lightning can be used on Emilie if you have them on your inventory with no one to use them. Her best 4-star weapon will be the Battle Pass polearm Deathmatch, providing a good amount of crit rate on its substat, and its passive increasing your attack and defense by 16% when there are at least 2 opponents nearby, or just your attack by 24% when there is fewer than 2 opponents nearby. Her best F2P weapon will be the Missive Wind Spear, which will provide a good amount of attack on its substat, and throughout its passive will increase even more your attack by 12% and EM for 48 within 10 seconds after triggering a reaction. And since this is an event weapon, you probably have it to R5, which will lead to 24% attack and 96 EM instead. And for last, for those unlucky players that didn't play the game back when there was the event to give the Missive Wind Spear, you can always end up using the Catch or the Favonius Lance, but they will perform worse than any other options I mentioned before.
This'll brighten up the place.
For Emilie teams, you will probably always end up pairing her with characters that can keep burning status on opponents, but you can always end up playing her on different teams. So here are some options. For a Mono Pyro team, pair her with Arlecchino, Bennett, and Kazuha. For a Wriothesley team, pair her with Wriothesley, Bennett, and Xiangling. For a Ganyu team, pair her with Ganyu, Bennett, and Xiangling. For a Neuvillette team, pair her with Neuvillette, Zhongli, and Xiangling. For an Aggravate/Burning team, pair her with Chlorinde, Fischl, and Thoma. And for a Virgin team, pair her with Nahida, Shinkyu, and Thoma. Just a reminder that Emilie will always prefer to be dedicated on burning teams, and I feel like she's the character that everyone will skip now and will become a must-have for future Dendro characters and teams. But don't limit yourself into only using these teams if you would want to try something else. Now, stay with a little test that I did on Emilie during my live streams back on Twitch.
This'll brighten up the place. Neutralize. Teamwork is strict. You're toast.
As one with wind and cloud, into the wind.
This'll brighten up the place.
Oh.
Reconstitute.
Need to apply burning.
Adventures. Go back. Get them.
Wind strike.
I'm going in. Eat this.
Fallen leaves.
Damn, she has her burst so quick.
Everybody stand back. You're toast.
As one with wind and cloud.
Extract. This'll brighten up the place.
I don't even see her damage.
Your coming was foretold.
Stretch your wings. Embrace a star. Oasis. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Clouds
Where do you think you're going? Nice and spicy. Eat this. Fresh and
Let me just finish. I will just look. Like, I don't understand. Let me cook here.
neutralize.
I didn't want to do this, but okay.
Teamwork is strict.
As one with wind and cloud. Time to get serious.
brighten up the place.
That's the thing, like this guy always runs. Always runs. Like running again.
Mind the damage.
Psych, you thought.
I'm going in.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Extract.
cascade.
But like Ayato is just making good work of this.
Fresh and floral.
Oh my god.
That hurt.
When he runs is where when I lose my damage window.
Let's light it up. Reconstitute. Lola, get them. I'm going in. Eat this. This'll brighten up the place.
Silence! Let the mighty be humble.
Okay, can you guys stop getting away from each other?
Yeah, extract. Everybody stand back. Let's light it up. You're toast.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Okay. But this team is actually good.
Why do they never miss?
Okay, Bennett just got like pushed away. Why bro was running like that? Are you okay, dude?
This'll brighten up the place.
So, what's your opinion about Emilie? After this guide, I hope you have more understanding on how to build and play with her. If you like my content, don't forget to leave your sub and to like this video. Your support is amazing and I'm so happy to have you from that side. 98% of you are not subscribed, so press that subscribe button and come join this community. A special thanks to my members for trying to support me even more, and thank you so much for staying until the end. All my links are in the description, just like my livestream link. Stay safe, have a good one, and good luck on your pulls.